my name is Alexandra Heminsley, or you might just know me as Hemo from Twitter or Instagram, and I am the author of X and the City and Running Like a Girl and Leap In. What exercise means to me is probably not anything to do with what I was told exercise was when I was a teenager or when I was at school, which was this sort of very competitive. It was about a team and it was about winning and it was about, you know, kind of being a better person. What exercise means to me is like carving out this little space in the day or the week or just in my life to like my body, to use it to remind myself of all the fun things I can do with it. I was so not sporty as a child. I had understood that sport, it was like a nationality or a gene that you had. It was something you were born with and you did or you didn't have it, and I didn't, and that was the end of the story. As I realised when I started running, was all you have to do to be sporty is nothing to do with being a sporty person. You just have to sometimes do a little bit of sport. You know how you see in like a James Bond film or something and they open this room and they open this door and there's a whole separate room and there's all this stuff going on and you're like, oh my god, it's the cool training room. I felt like it was like that with life. Like I had thought, I'm not allowed in this room, other people go in there who know stuff that I don't know. And then I started running a little bit. It was like this magical world that opened up that I'd imagined was closed to me, and then it just sort of became easier because it was fun, because it was nice. It made me feel good about myself, and it made me think, oh, these are my legs that can't fit into skinny jeans. I started to think, these are my legs that can go a mile further than they could last month. And I felt like, there is more to my legs than I thought. I know that some people get really anxious about exercise because of what they look like when they're doing it. And I really, really understand that. But I think the fastest way to get over that is to do it 2 or 3 times and to realise that that feeling of uncomfortable self-consciousness is suddenly just so outweighed by what else you get from it, that this bit that felt so heavy before is just like, oh, I don't care anymore. No one ever wants to look really sweaty. It's never going to be the joy of the week for you to look sweaty. But if you feel great for 5 hours after a run or a dance or a class or whatever it is, the sort of 1 hour that you felt a bit, oh, I should probably get out of the shower now, it's just, the maths is so on your side. It's just it's kind maths. The weird thing about doing exercise when it's like the dark time of the month is that you don't feel like it as much, but you feel so much better for it afterwards. So if you can convince yourself to get outside, you will feel so much better for the whole rest of the day, maybe even the rest of the week. But the convincing yourself is a lot harder. If I could give one piece of advice to my 13-year-old self, it would be to not believe that a lot of the kind of barriers that I thought existed things did really exist. And I mean, obviously, I think I thought that about other things, but sport was the biggest lesson. And when I learnt it with sport and exercise, I realised I could apply it to, you know, asking for the job that you wanted or talking to the boy that you wanted to or whatever. That being allowed wasn't always the thing that was what was stopping you.